Hello friends and welcome. So I've been talking to a few different friends of mine, yours as well potentially, right? We're all in the same community, but I've been talking about how it just seems like there's this next collective space that we're all in, maybe COVID related, maybe not, but having been on this journey and talking about it just being like the stimulant depressant, right? We wake up in the morning and we have sugar or caffeine or something to get us going because we're feeling so groggy. And then of course, when we do that, we need something in the afternoon. So we find ourselves having another something to get that stimulant. And then at night, we're a little bit high strung or maybe anxious. And so then we feel like we need to do something depressant wise, whether that's a glass of wine, a chamomile tea, right, whatever that might be, valerian root, melatonin, so we can sleep. And then we go on the depressant route so that we can try to simmer ourselves down, right, so we can go to bed. And then we wake up and we do the whole thing again the next day. I don't know if that resonates with you, but I will let you know it totally resonates with me. I'm not even the biggest caffeine drinker, and I've been having like a chai tea every day for a bit now. And then I want something in the afternoon because I start to get a little bit of a headache and I feel the crash. And I've been taking valerian root at night, which I don't usually do on a regular basis. It's usually just every once in a while that I do that. So this practice is to try to jumpstart us just a little bit without the coffee. Just to put it out there, this is the first morning I haven't had caffeine in a while. So like I'm definitely feeling kind of groggy, a little grumpy. I have a little bit of a headache, but I want to go through that and I want to find another way to get myself energy and suffer through it because I don't want to be on that stimulant depressant cycle anymore. So hopefully this will be a little jolt of energy for you to try to get going in the morning. Or you could do it in the afternoon when you're feeling that afternoon lull instead of a cookie or another cup of coffee. Let's just take a couple of moments in that upright posture, checking in. Again, just noticing what you have going on in your body. She says as she yawns. And with the body, we're talking about the muscular body, the skeletal body, the lymphatic fluid, all the physical stuff. But then we're also talking about the energetic body and the subtle body, right? Emotions, thoughts, feelings, wills, beliefs. You can have your energy levels. Are they high, are they low, are they in between? And then let's bring our arms out to the side, turn the palms up, inhale, reach the arms up as if you were doing the beginning of a sun salutation. Bring those hands all the way down past your center points, your midline. Inhale, reach those arms out and up again. Exhale, bringing them down and through. One more time, inhale, bring them on up. Go ahead and bring the hands down and stop in front of the heart this time. Go ahead and bow the head in. We've been playing with setting an intention for our practice. So while you're here, if something speaks to you, go ahead and set an intention for your practice. Inhale, lift the head, bring the hands down to the thighs, and go ahead and open those eyes. Okay, so let's just start with some of our spinal movements. So bring your arms out, and you're going to start by just kind of rocking side to side. And this could be cross-legged or kneeling, right? It could be on a chair. I would just have my hands on the side of the chair maybe, or just drape them down and move into that side stretch, lateral stretch in anatomy. And then maybe the top arm reaches overhead and you start to play. I'm not moving on the breath, and you'll notice I'm moving a little quicker today than we often do. If you want to match the breath to that movement, you're welcome to do it, right? And finish that off, whatever side you need to go to last, and come on back to center. And then go ahead and let your arms just kind of swing around in a little twisting motion. Just little twists. We're not in anything too major. And then if you want to add a little oomph to it, you're going to bring your arms out and start to turn from your side waist, your obliques. If If you want a little more juice, you reach your arms out and they're straight. The further the arms are, the limbs are away from the body, the more weight they become for the body to work with. So now we are not weight bearing, we're load bearing, right? We have weight we're working with. And then let's go ahead and move all the way over to the right. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, move it in. Swing the arms over, moving over to the left. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, move in. And come on back to center. Last two motions. We'll still do this from our seated position, and then we'll move, right, off of our buttocks. But your cat-cow, shoulder blades down the back, chest forward, and exhale back. And then just move through those motions a couple of times, a few times for yourself. Maybe adding on a little upper back stretch, which would be to reach the arms out in front of you when you round, and you reach them up overhead. And then go ahead and bring your arms down. Now, one more thing before we come off of our buttocks, because we're going to do this breath a couple times in the practice. And so just so we find it without all the movement, weight bearing, load bearing, all the different things, right? So Bhastrika, which is a passive inhale and a strong exhale. So I'll use my abdominal muscles, right, to push the air out. She says it's not false. Yeah, it's my world right now. So you might want to have a tissue or something nearby instead of just your sleeve. If my mom's watching, my mom is so mad at me right now. She used to get so mad when I would come in and my sleeves would be covered with snot, because that's what I would use to blow my nose. So again, it is, I could re-record this. Why? This is who I am, people. Now you know. Inhale is passive, exhale is that pressure in, right? If you're not sure how to find the muscles to do that, go ahead and do a fake cough, right? Those are the muscles, right? So inhale, and we're going to do about 36 of them. And pause. Come back to regular breath, or recovering breathing, we sometimes call it in pranayama. Now you can do that again, right? And by the way, if you get dizzy or anything like that, just do a little less, take a little longer with your breath, etc. So you can play with it or just take it out and just do regular breath at a slightly quicker pace maybe. Now, if you can want to add on, you're going to inhale the arms up. I like mine a little wider for this, so I keep my shoulders nice and soft. And inhale. Here we go. And bring the arms down, pause, go back to regular breathing. Now we've got one more in this vein, and that is, you can either just leave your hands on your thighs, you can reach the arms out like we just did, or you can bring one hand behind each shoulder. It's really going to want to push your head forward, and we don't want to do that to the neck and the head, right? Then the upper back for that matter. So you can push the head back into the hands, the forearms just a little bit until you have a nice long neck. If that's really uncomfortable in your shoulders, why are you doing that? I'm going to keep my arms out today for myself because I'm still tight there. Inhale. Bring the arms down, go back to regular breathing, and go ahead and we're going to come off of our boost. Turn yourself facing the short edge of your mat if you're not already, and go ahead and move down into a child's pose for just a couple of breaths, right? And while you're in child's pose, I just want you to notice, right, if that breath had any effect on you.
And what would that effect be? One of the purposes I'm bringing it in today, there are two main reasons. One, we're in spring, we have a lot of excess mucus, right? Because we're melting all that winter heaviness and kapha and extra oil and heavier foods and sweeter foods, and all that's kind of melting and accumulating. We need to get rid of it. And then the other reason why is because it's kind of like a little kickstart for a lot of us, right? A little jolt of caffeine, as it were. Your 5-hour energy drink. Go ahead and reach your arms out. Take them about as wide as your mat for this first one, right? Go ahead and push your palms down, forearms lift. Let's walk our hands over to the right, reaching that left arm away just for a quick stretch in that left back side waist. Come back through center and over to the left and reach that right arm forward and away. Take a breath. Come back to center and go ahead and bring yourself up in a downward facing dog. For this first bit, feel free to pedal the legs out and just start to wake up some of those muscles in the back of the legs. We've done next to nothing there. You might want to open the backs of the knees since we were in compression on them, just a little bit closed off, so to speak. And then come back to your neutral for a few moments, few breaths, and just work from that place. That doesn't mean you have to have straight legs. That's not what I'm implying. Long spine. Inhale the right leg up into the air behind you. Step it forward. Left knee down. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, hands down. Step back. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bring it forward. Right knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down. Step forward to the top of the mat. Hands on shins, chest forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms out, coming all the way up. Exhale, hands down through center today. Adding on, inhale, half salutation. Exhale. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms out, coming all the way up. You know your hands can be on your hips. Exhale, still all modifications available that are usually available. Inhale, even if I don't call them out. Exhale. Inhale. Hands on blocks or ground, step left leg back, bring left knee down, inhale. Exhale, we're coming into downward facing dog. Full breath, inhale, and exhale. Inhale the left leg up into the air behind you, float it forward, right knee down, inhale. So we are moving a little quicker today, right? Exhale, hands down, step forward to the top of the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Coming all the way up with your arm variation. If you reach overhead, use your exhale, bring the hands together and come through center today. Right into the next one. Inhale. I'm already feeling more awake. I don't know about y'all. Exhale, fold. Hands on shins, chest forward. Plant hands, step right foot back, bring knee down, inhale. Moving the twist we've been working, right? We're gonna reach our right fingertips forward, left fingertips back. Inhale up, just that. Exhale, hands down, and downward facing dog. Right away this time. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale it forward, left knee down, uncurl the toes. Inhale up. Exhale, left fingertips forward, right fingertips back. Inhale, turning forward. Exhaling down, stepping forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, coming all the way up, Utthita Hasta in Tadasana. Exhale, Samastitihi. Inhale, Urdhva Hasta in Tadasana. Exhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale, Uttanasana. Bend your knees, plant your hands, and step your left foot back. This time you're going to leave the knee lifted if it's available.
And inhale up into crescent, she says as she falls over. Exhale, left fingertips forward, right fingertips back, maybe not. Remember, pull those thighs into blocks. Inhale for stability. Exhale, hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left leg up into the air behind you. Exhale, float it forward. Coming up in a crescent, your knee can totally come down if that's better for you. It's just a progression if it's there for you. Right fingertips forward, left fingertips back. Move your thighs into blocks. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down. Step forward. Inhale, reach the chest forward. Now on your exhale, go ahead and start to bend your knees and sit down into a squat and come down to the ground. If you ended up on your blanket, you can stay on your blanket or you can move your blanket off to the side at this point in time. Right? Arms out in front of you as if you had just come down from chair. Shoulder blades down the back and keep the feet on the earth. Push through the ball mounds of the toes. Pull the belly back. You got to come back up so don't go too low. Inhale, come back up. Might be a centimeter for you. Might not be anything like mine. That's okay. Push through the ball mounds. Pull the low belly in. Shoulder blades down the back to reach the chest forward. Inhale, back up. 2 more. Exhale. Coming back. What's happening in your body? Inhale. Hopefully you're getting more energy and not depleting yourself of energy. Exhale. This time stay back. Reach both arms over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. 1 more of those. Inhale, center. I know putting it at the end is so cruel, isn't it? Inhale, back. Exhale, left. Inhale. Come all the way up. Pardon me. We're going to go ahead and let the legs come around. You can swivel them around or you can bring your ankles back to cross. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to step back to downward facing dog. I don't know what dog is. And breathe. Inhale right. I'm a little lost as to where we just were. Inhale the right leg up into the air behind you. So we're just going to step forward with this fancy way. Right leg all the way forward and left foot all the way forward. Inhale, reach the chest forward. Oh, man. Exhale, folding in. And reach those arms out and up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Pause for just a moment. Take a breath. Notice what you notice. Okay. So inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, sit into chair. We're going to try and add that breath of fire here, right? So it's a passive inhale and a pushing on the exhale. Inhale. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the chest forward. Bend your knees, plant your hands, step, step, plank. Exhale through your push-up. Inhale, low cobra. And exhale, coming down. Now bring your hands and interlace them behind the back or interlock your thumbs. Palms down on the floor would be an option too. Press the feet down and inhale, reach your knuckles back. First one, the feet are going to stay down. Tone that belly up. Move your blocks into thighs. Thighs into blocks. Exhale, come on down. So we're not going to rest. Inhale. Go ahead and push the tailbone down, and maybe that lifts the head and the chest this time. Right? And the toes. Reach the knuckles back. Get longer. Exhale. Coming on down. We got one more like that. As my tailbone moves down on the inhale, I'm going to lift up into my Shalabhasana. I'm going to stay there with a little bit of inhale in and hold it. And exhale, come on down. Release your arms by the side, palms up. Turn your head one direction. Soften. Gently pick the head up, turn the head the other direction. Soften. Bring your forehead to center. Bring your hands next to your ribs. Inhale, come up into low cobra. If you're ready for that upward dog, go ahead and take it. Don't force the body into it. And exhale back
downward facing dog. Notice if anything has shifted since the very beginning of the class. What, how, right? Can you be specific with your observations and non-judgmental? One more little series here. Inhale the right leg up into the air. Bring that foot forward. Bring the left heel down. We're going to come into Warrior Two. Left arm's going to windmill and bring it all the way up into Warrior Two. Left hand down, right arm up, reverse warrior. I am not mirroring. Exhaling into side angle, so I might not look like you right now, like you're looking in a mirror. Reach the left fingertips up, straighten the right leg, right? Move that right hip in, that left shoulder back, and then maybe you creep down on that leg a little bit. Inhaling into Warrior Two. Exhaling down, you have a chance for that push-up series if you so desire. Exhale through your push-up. If you don't, go into either child's pose or downward facing dog. And we'll meet you there in a second. Inhale, left leg up into the air behind you. Float it forward, bring the right heel down. Right arm's gonna windmill, and my back is facing towards you. Apologies about that. Right hand down, left arm up, reverse warrior. These are poses we've been working quite a bit lately. Doesn't make them easy. Lengthen out, bring that left forearm down, reach that right arm over. I'm just pointing out that you know them better than you think you do. Trust yourself. Right fingertips up, straighten the left leg, right? Before you go low, bring the left hip in, roll the right shoulder open. Now while you're up, and then maybe creep the left fingertips down. Inhale into Warrior Two. Exhale coming down. Last chance at that push-up series if you want it. Exhale through your push-up. Inhale into your upper back bend. Doesn't have to look like mine. Exhale back. Downward dog. Inhale. Full exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bring the knees down wide, big toes touch, hips towards heels, forehead to the ground or the ground up to your forehead. This is going to serve as our Shavasana. You are at home if you want to take a full Shavasana and lie down, please do. Otherwise, let's be here for about 8 breaths, which was about 1 minute. Let go and observe. Bring your hands by your knees and roll up. Feel free to bring yourself into cross-legged, or if you want to bring the knees in and sit in Virasana. And just notice one last time, has anything shifted? And again, I just give you my example. You don't have to have the same experience as me by any means. But I was pretty grumpy and pretty lethargic and pretty tired because I didn't drink caffeine this morning. I'm trying to get off that bandwagon. And I didn't have sugar. But I definitely feel a little more awake, a little more alive, like I've got some energy to move throughout my day. So hopefully, maybe that tool works for you. That breath is a huge part of it. Remember, you can do Bhastrika anytime. Bring those hands together in front of the chest. Inhale. Exhale, bow your head in. Just taking a moment of gratitude that you gave yourself the space and the time. Namaste, friends.